run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off, got the flight. Promise you, if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About this, not take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told the right. I'll be back, make another van. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, but running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. My the act, and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it, I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key, running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key.
Yes, like that. Told her might be right back. Oh yes, like that. I told her might be right back.
Run it back, told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back.
Run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back,
run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Run it back, I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing guard work. I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing guard work. I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing guard work. I got the devil in my eye.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. On first down, Wall. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Wall throws out left. It's caught by Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Wall looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get that to Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Back to throw again. Finds Gibbs on the check down. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on first down. Wall. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wall. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Wall setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Wall. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Johnson. That's caught downfield by Addison. But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Johnson. Open man. He's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Johnson. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. You talk about this Lions defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
He's to the 15, and finally wrestled down at the 11. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down of the process. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Johnson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Najee Harris with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wall. Pass to the tight end, Laporta. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st and 10, Wall. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Dances by him.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's Johnson, throwing to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Fox. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Harris is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Wall. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. The offense on 3rd down line. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Johnson. It's brought in by Harris. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Johnson now. Off the play fake. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the RPO, he completes it. Touchdown! A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 9 yards that time.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
On 1st down, Wall. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this This is second and long. Looking to throw. Wall. The completion to Riddle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's 3rd and 3. To throw. Wall. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. In motion right is Addison. Johnson to throw on second down. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball, may leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Off the play fake, Johnson. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. The Vikings send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second and 10. Throwing again. Wall. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly are running up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away.
That's taken on the 25. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now Johnson looking to throw on second down. Looking left side of his got a man. That's short. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Looking to throw. Johnson.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
To throw on second down, Wall. And this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Wall. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And well, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down now, Norwood. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Norwood. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here's Johnson on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wall.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken at around the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
Johnson now. Off play action. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. It's Burke. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Harris. Hard running at the 15. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. And they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. They run again with Harris. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Johnson got his man complete over the middle. It's short. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the 1st down.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film set. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Down the left sideline. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll run on 1st down. Norwood knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, Norwood. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Johnson off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the one. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Minnesota, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers.